I'm Nick Snow, watching Government for Oil and Gas Journal in Washington, D.C. Wyoming's proposed requirement for water well testing before oil and gas activity begins nearby could set a pattern for other producing states. It requires testing of water wells within a half-mile radius of any proposed oil and gas well, explained Grant Black, who is Wyoming's Oil and Gas Conservation Commission supervisor. Operators would be required to submit a groundwater baseline sampling and monitoring plan with each drilling permit application for any oil and gas, dedicated injection, or monitoring well. Subsequent sampling and testing also would be required once the well was completed. Initial sampling and testing would take place within a 12-month period before the first oil or gas well on a drilling pad was completed. Subsequent sampling and testing would be conducted 12 to 24 months after setting the production casing or liner. A second subsequent sampling would occur at least 2 years after the first. An oil or gas wells operator would notify the OGCC's supervisor and the director of the state's Department of Environmental Quality if test results indicate thermogenic, or a mixture of thermogenic and biogenic gas, the methane concentration increases by more than 5 milligrams over 1 between sampling periods, the detected methane concentration is at or above 10 milligrams over 1, or BTEX compounds or TPH is detected in the water sample. Governor Matt Mead, a Republican, made this part of his energy initiative, Black told OGJ on July 19th. Many people recognize it's important to take a scientific approach to protecting groundwater, he said. This is intended to be an information baseline, so if something is detected once drilling is completed, the operator has scientific data to refer to. Pennsylvania and Colorado have similar rules, Black said. Test results confidentiality was an issue. We decided to make all results transparent and available to the public, he said. 2 environmental groups applauded the proposed rules. On the whole, this rule establishes a solid, scientifically valid framework for groundwater quality testing, said Jay Goldstein, Senior Energy Policy Manager at the Environmental Defense Fund. It establishes a foundation that can be added to over time, added Amber Wilson, the Wyoming Outdoor Council's Environmental Quality Coordinator. This rule will go a long way toward providing the public with important information about the quality of the water resources we all share. Goldstein said EDF plans to remain involved in the discussions, quote, especially on the newly introduced concept of master plans. We need to ensure these plans are not a way for each operator to invent their own sampling plans out of whole cloth, but establish and monitor groundwater quality well by well. That's Watching Government for this week. In Washington, I'm Nick Snow for Oil and Gas Journal.